Yo, what's going on? It's your boy KMoE, and I got 6 words that'll help you better balance your professional and personal life. Let's get into it. All right, so the first word is clarity, right? You have to have a clear understanding, a conscious understanding of what it is that you're trying to accomplish on both fronts, right? So whether that be the professional life, what are your professional goals and aspirations? What do you think may be required to get there? What kind of effort do you think you may need to put forth? What type of strategies do you think you need to implement, right? And then on the personal side, whether it be hobbies or family or kids, relationships, those type of things, understand and think about the things that are most important to you on that side. Do you want to be able to make it to kids' dance recitals? And do you want to be able to have regular date nights and those type of things? Like, you really need to get clear about what it is that you're trying to accomplish to begin with. The second word that you need to know is understanding, right? You need to understand that this is not going to be a 50-50 split. Balance is a weird thing. Sometimes, it might be 50-50. Sometimes it might be 70-30. Sometimes it might be 20-80, right? And it's going to change from day to day. It's not going to be a static thing. So the effort and the split that is required on one day or one season or 1 month may be one thing, and then it may switch and totally switch up into something else. You're going to need to be able to adjust and be adaptable from day to day, because it's not going to stay static and it's not going to stay the same. It's not always going to be 50-50. Word number 3 is attention, right? You're going to need to understand that it's going to take a shift in attention from one thing to another, right? So you're going to have to constantly shift your attention and your focus on the things that are necessary for you to complete your professional work achievements and goals. And you're going to need to shift your attention from that, right, to the things that are required for your family and or personal life, right? To some of the personal things and personal goals you're trying to accomplish. You're going to have to constantly shift your attention from one thing to another. And one way to easily do this is with a schedule, right? Try to schedule in the time that you need to accomplish your work tasks and or your personal tasks, or spending time with family or dance recitals or those kind of things. And it doesn't have to be so rigorous or laborious, right? You want to try to flow as much as you can and adjust things as needed, but a schedule definitely can help you do that, as well as a routine, right? Kind of make some of these things a standing part of your schedule. So such that, like, in the morning, maybe you have a certain routine that allows you to be able to work on maybe some of your professional goals. And then in the evening, you can spend time with family and use that time to nurture those relationships. Word number 4 is communication. As with any relationship, right, you need to communicate. So you're going to need to communicate to your family or whoever, your significant other, your parents, or whoever it is, whoever it may be. You're going to need to communicate to them what is required for you to be happy on the professional front, some of the things and goals and aspirations that you want to achieve. You're going to need to communicate that to them. And they're going to need to communicate to you what they need from you, so that their needs are fulfilled on a personal level. So whether that be, again, with your spouse or significant other, right? What kind of attention do they need? What kind of affection do they need? What type of things and inputs from you do they need so that they can be satisfied? And as well as your kids and, dance recitals and those kind of things, right? And I'm sure there's going to be a certain level of give and take with this, right? But you got to communicate to understand what that picture looks like. Word number 5 is time, man. You got to give yourself time to kind of let this play out. Like, it's going to take a little bit of trial and error. Rome wasn't built in a day. So, like, you got to understand that it's going to take you time to accomplish these different goals and be able to balance that. And one of the things that you may need to do or understand is that, like, it's going to be a sacrifice. You may be able to accomplish all of the professional things and career things and work things that you need to get done in a matter of maybe 3 years or 5 years. But what does that do to your relationship with your family, right? And that was something that I had to sit back and take a look at myself. It's like, family is very important. I have young children, and I don't want to miss out on these moments, because once they're gone, they're gone. But at the same time, I have these career, entrepreneurial, and music goals that I would like to get accomplished as well. And I know that if I put more time to it, then obviously I would be able to get them done and complete these things at a much faster pace, but at the sacrifice of what? And I don't want to sacrifice seeing my babies grow up and being there for some of those crucial, important moments, just to be able to accomplish this professional goal a little bit faster. So it's something I had to sit back and look at for myself. Like, hey, if it took me an extra 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years to accomplish this goal, would I be okay with that if I still was able to be there for some of those other important moments on the personal side? And the last word, the sixth word, is grace. You gotta allow yourself some grace, and you have to allow some grace for the people around you. Like, we're all just trying to figure this thing called life out. We are all just doing things the best we can, and you have to allow yourself and the people around you grace and some leeway and some extra wiggle room to kind of work these things out and just live, man. At the end of the day, we're doing the best we can, and the people around us are doing the best that they can. So allow yourself and allow other people grace. And that's it. Balancing your professional life and your personal life is a difficult thing, and it's a topic that's been around for a long time. I hope these 6 words can help you better balance that time, maybe gather some insight that can help you better balance these things for your own self and for your family. So that's all I got, man. Peace and love. Y'all know the vibes. Yeah.